Imagine Robert Greene at his cluttered desk, flipping to today's daily law. The sun streams through a narrow window, casting sharp shadows on an ancient, leather-bound book. He mutters, "Mastery isn't about talent, it's daily habits." But how do those tiny choices carve your path from chaos to power? Stick around, because these aren't just laws, they're the chessboard moves the world's smartest people never tell you aloud. Greene zeroes in on how tiny habits build unstoppable energy. But what makes daily momentum so lethal in your personal game? Let's break it down. Benjamin Franklin woke before dawn every day for decades, jotting down questions and reflections. This wasn't just quirky discipline. It was a strategic daily habit that sharpened his mind and boosted his creativity long before coffee was a thing. Greene highlights Franklin's ritual to show how even the founding fathers mastered the art of starting strong. Think about a snowball rolling downhill, gathering size and speed effortlessly. Daily momentum works the same way in life. Every small habit you build acts like fresh snow sticking to that ball. Soon enough, what felt tiny transforms into an unstoppable force that changes your trajectory with little extra effort. Here's the kicker: mastering daily momentum flips your identity. Instead of relying on flashes of inspiration, you become the person who simply shows up and takes the next step. Greene's insight? Power lies less in intensity and more in consistent action, which compounds to unexpected mastery over time. Power feels like an invisible force, but Greene breaks it down into daily choices and deadly strategy. Here is how to actually wield power without burning out or making a mess. In one striking example, Greene recounts how Cesare Borgia, a ruthless Renaissance prince, carefully crafted his power by never revealing his full intentions. He used cunning, timing, and raw strategic patience to build a feared empire. This story grounds Greene's famous 48 Laws of Power in real, gritty historical moves you can learn from. Imagine power like chess, not checkers. It's about foresight, sacrifice, and creating leverage. Greene points out that unlike a brute force approach, the power player thinks several moves ahead, anticipating reactions and controlling the board with subtlety. This analogy flips traditional ambition on its head. Sometimes the boldest power move is to step back, strategically retreat to regroup, let the storm pass and come back stronger. Greene calls this tactical withdrawal, and it's exactly how smart leaders avoid unnecessary fights while gaining long-term control. Knowing when not to push is power's secret weapon. Power and mastery mean nothing if your own mind betrays you. Greene's laws shine a spotlight on self-control, the real battlefield where winners are made or broken. Greene shares the brutal honesty of Emperor Nero's downfall, how unchecked paranoia and ego-driven outbursts destroyed his rule. The takeaway: recognizing and disarming your own toxic inner voices is crucial. If Nero had been his own counselor rather than his worst enemy, history might have turned out vastly different. Picture emotional mastery as a warrior's shield. You don't just deflect others' attacks, but control your own wild impulses. Greene's law here is that emotional intelligence lets you navigate power struggles without getting blindsided. It transforms volatile reactions into measured strategy, a skill rare yet invaluable. The most surprising insight Greene gives is about rewriting your inner narrative. Instead of being a victim of circumstance, you actively script your role in life's drama. This isn't some fluffy positivity. It's a daily law that demands brutal self-awareness and the courage to turn your story into one of mastery. Remember that sunlit moment at Greene's desk. Those daily laws he flips through aren't just abstract ideas, they're your every breath blueprint. Start tiny. Notice one toxic thought, rewrite one habit, or simply show up an hour earlier tomorrow. This daily devotion is your game changer. Try it tomorrow morning and watch how something small starts a revolution in your power and mastery. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.